line we always use is it's harder to get on with us than it is the CIA or the FBI.
No kidding.
I don't want to work here. I'm a Tennessee redneck. I've had a gun in the back window of my truck since I was 12. I mean, come on. So,
what is your strategy with hiring and firing?
Our hiring is ridiculous. Might not be funny in here, but the line we always use is it's harder to get on with us than it is the CIA or the FBI. I mean, it's hard. We put you through the ringer. It used to be a whole bunch it got to be too many interviews. We got it up to about the average 15 interviews before you got hired. That was silly.
15 interviews?
Yeah, we got it down to about 7 now. That we got out of control, but we just got so paranoid about making a bad hire that we wanted to spend the ridiculous amount of energy and time to get a good hire. And but we do about 7 interviews minimum now. The first one is a 30-minute, quick, not 32 minutes, not 31 minutes, 28 to 30 minutes, cultural review. And we spend about 10 minutes telling them who we are. Here's our 14 things. Here's who we are. And if you don't want to do this, you're not going to want to be here. One is we work at work. We don't have remote work. We work at the office. We believe being in the proximity of each other is valuable. And productivity, creativity, communication, everything is enhanced when you're physically in the same space. And so even now it's kind of being popular because like Elon's telling everybody to work at work. But we work at work. And if you don't want to do that, you can opt out right now. We only got 28 minutes invested in this discussion. So, and then we spend about 20 minutes listening to them. So 2 ears, 1 mouth is the ratio. There's 30 minutes, 20 minutes listening, 10 minutes talking. And they don't let me do those because I talk too much. But and I'm not that good at it. But you listen and you try to determine, is this person going to fit? Are they engaged in behaviors that don't fit here? Are they, for instance, if all they can do is whine about how horrible the last place they worked is, then they're going to do that about you. Mm-hmm. So, if that's how you spend your first 10 minutes in an interview, talking how negatively about the last place, you're probably going to do the same thing with us. It's probably, we're probably done. Or if they go, I hate Christians, you probably won't want to work here because the guy that owns this place. And, I'm a gun guy, as you know, but not everybody knows that. And because I'm supposed to be the get out of debt guy, but I mean, I'm a firearms enthusiast. I'm not anywhere near some kind of elite level or anything like that, but I like to shoot and I like to collect and all that kind of stuff. And so, and I carry every day, all the time. And so they ask, our guys will ask, our CEO carries a gun. I've never seen it, but he carries a gun everywhere he goes. That's legal, that he can do that. And how you feel about that? And, some people go, I don't want to work here. And that's good. It's good we decide that right then. You're not a culture fit, because I do. And I'm not changing that for you to come to work here. So, and as a matter of fact, a whole bunch of people in the building carry. So, and we actually have this wonderful training program, and we do tactical training and fun stuff, and it's great team building. And go to my farm and run 1,000 rounds and learn how to actually handle a handgun and all that. It's kind of fun, but not everybody wants to do that, and that freaks people out. And if you're one of those people that's gun freaked out, then I'm a Tennessee redneck. I've had a gun in the back window of my truck since I was 12. I mean, come on. So that's just the way I grew up, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not not making a political statement. It's just an actual fact. So do you want to work here? And so we throw that out. We'll throw out different things like that and just ask a question. It's not like saying you have to do it, but this is who you're coming to work with. So you need to know. And so that little 30-minute interview, that gets rid of, we either can them or, I don't think 1 in 10 make it through that.
No kidding.
Yeah. Because they thought that we were something that we're not. Or we thought they were something they weren't. And we don't hire people based on skill. Skill is important, but it is trumped by cultural fit, value system, enthusiasm, crusader. I give somebody that actually freaking cares deeply and they lean in and they've got medium level skill, we can take a C player like that and make them an A plus player. But I can't take an A plus player. They'll perform at a D level if they don't fit in.
Yeah.
And if they think it's just a job, if you're here to collect a check, a job, how late can I come to work? How much can I steal while they're there? How many times can I be on my Facebook account instead of getting my freaking work done? And then I want to leave early too. Oh, and I need extra PTO because my dog needs his toenails done. Oh, geez, get out of my life. Life's too short. And how much can I take? How much of a parasite can I be? And the odd thing is people will reveal that pretty easily. And you go, you ain't going to fit in. Because the people here, we work and we care and we love each other and we got each other's back and we're getting this crap done. And, pretty quickly you go there. So we get past that and then we start actually getting into it. But we've never hired anyone based on the number of degrees. I had one guy working for me a long time ago. He came into my he said, he had 3 graduate level degrees. He was a smart dude. And he goes, I've got this degree, this degree, this degree. And he goes, in corporate America, I could make double what I make here. And I said, good, you should. And he said, well, I need to talk about, getting a raise. And I said, we don't give raises based on degrees, dude. This is a small business. Your raise is effective when you are. When you kill something, drag it home, I'll share it with you. But collecting degrees is not, you're not a thermometer. I mean, this is not what we do.
You're not a thermometer.
I mean, come on, man. It's like, this is not a thing. So we, and sweet guy, and he worked there probably, I can see his face right now. I know his name, but he's a good guy. I still talk to him occasionally. He's been gone probably 10 years. But he really had bought into that lie. And a lot of people, when you're hiring, buy into the lie that the degree matters or the certification matters or what I made at the other place matters. It doesn't. It doesn't. What matters more is it matters only to the extent you can add value to the place you're coming. So, I've got a 4-year business degree. It's a wonderful degree. I'm glad I got it. I use components of it almost every day. But the actual degree itself has never made me a dime. The tools it put in my belt, now those tools are valuable. Extra knowledge that I didn't have, that's valuable. So that's the hiring. And we're looking for people that fit in, that are a we, and that are fired up. We love it if it's not necessary, but if they've gone through something we do and it's changed their life and they want to do that for others by working on the team, that's a crusader. That's a really good indicator that you're going to get on up in the interview process. And then the last thing we do is very controversial. Weird. But I figured out when I went broke, we've owned real estate that my wife never saw. I was out doing deals, and she's like, whatever you want to do, honey. Southern Belle, right? And you got it, man. And I didn't. I did some stupid butt stuff. And there were other times we did stuff, and she's like, well, I knew that wasn't going to work. I'm like, well, why didn't you say something? And she always had an opinion after. I told you so. Like, where were you when we were making the decision?
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.